Hey everyone, did you know that most small venues waste nearly 40% of their lighting budget on fixtures that can't cover the space properly? I ran into that exact problem last month when I was helping a friend set up for a wedding, and that's when I discovered these Beam 7 R230W mini moving heads. They're tiny, but they throw a surprisingly strong beam that actually fills a 30-foot dance floor without blasting the guests in the face. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What really sold me was how little space they take up. Each light is about the size of a basketball, so you can mount 4 of them on a single truss without the whole rig looking like a spaceship crashed into the ceiling. I've used bigger units that weigh twice as much and still don't give you the same rainbow punch. The 230-watt LED engine is bright enough to cut through ambient light, which is perfect if your venue has big windows or you're competing with daylight streaming in during a late afternoon reception. Another thing I didn't expect was the bidirectional rotation. Most mini heads only spin one way, so you're constantly flipping the fixture to get the beam where you want it. These Beam 7R units can spin 540 degrees in either direction, which means you can chase the dance floor without ever touching the truss. I used them at a bar last weekend and the bartender loved that we could light up the ceiling without climbing a ladder every time the DJ changed the track. The color mixing is smooth too. Instead of a basic RGB wheel, it has a 16-color prism wheel plus a 6-slot gobo wheel with little star and snowflake patterns. That gave me the option to drop a subtle snow effect during the first dance and then switch to a solid beam of violet for the bouquet toss. The color stayed consistent even when I dimmed the lights to 20%, which is something cheaper units tend to wash out on. Power and control are straightforward. You can run each light on standard 120V outlets, so you don't need a dedicated 240V circuit like you do with some bigger fixtures. They also accept DMX or master slave mode, so if you're on a budget you can daisy chain 2 units and run them off one channel. I had 4 lights hooked up to a 3-channel controller at the wedding, and the whole setup drew less than 15 amps, no tripped breakers and no angry venue electrician. The included Flycase is a nice bonus. It's padded, has individual slots for each light, and even fits the power cords and remote. I've lost count of how many times I've shown up to a gig only to realize someone forgot the case, and half the lights are rattling around in a cardboard box. Having a proper case means you can toss everything in the back of an SUV and not worry about a cracked lens or a loose yoke. Now, they aren't perfect for every situation. The fan noise is a little louder than some of the ultra-quiet units I've used in quiet acoustic sets, so if you're doing a spoken word event you might want to mount them farther away from the audience. Also, the manual is pretty basic, mostly diagrams with no real troubleshooting guide, so plan on doing a quick YouTube search if you run into a DMX addressing issue. All in all, these Beam 7R lights are a solid value if you need bright, colorful beams without the bulk of a full-size mover. They're easy to transport, simple to program, and the rainbow effect really pops on a dark dance floor. If you're outfitting a small venue or just want to upgrade your home DJ setup, they're definitely worth a look. Check the link below if you want to see the current price and read the latest reviews. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Beam 7 R230W mini moving head stage light high brightness rainbow bidirectional rotation atomization effects DMX for wedding DJ bar disco party Christmas, for lights plus 1 Flycase, sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like mini Beam 7 R high brightness 230W moving head stage lights and voltage actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.